Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to Gas Alley Garage. This is my entry into the Deboss 2021 Internet Car Show. I didn't get to enter last year, but I'm going to enter this year. Maybe I'll get some likes and some votes, I don't know. Anyway, 1986 Olds Cutlass Supreme. Let's take a look at it. Like I said, this is my 1986 Olds Cutlass Supreme that I've been working on for seems like 100 years. Actually, it's been probably 15. You can't really tell to look at it right now, but I have done a lot of work to this car. I switched out the rear clip frame on this. I put in new body mount plates on both sides, this one, that one, and on the other side. I stuck this motor in here. To make a long story short, I'll go ahead and I'll tell you the story on this car. I got this car back in 1997 off of my brother-in-law. I traded him an old Chevy van for it. And when I got the car, it had a little V6 in it and it smoked like hell, man. This car actually come out with a V8, but somebody had put a V6 in it. So I got the car, I went to a junkyard and I bought a 350 rocket and put in it, drove it for several years, and that got blowed up. I won't go into that right now, but that's a whole nother story. And then wound up sticking this engine in here. Actually, what I done is I got rid of the car and I went down to Florida for a while. I sold it to a family member, and he put this motor in it out of I think an '83 Cutlass, one of the Broham type Cutlasses. Anyway, I come back from Florida and he'd done sold the car off to somebody else, so I tracked it down. Guy had it and he blew transmission up in it, so we made a deal and I got it back. Well, I put a tranny in the car and painted the car red, and believe it or not, the car looked really sharp. But anyway, I went down to Florida, drove it down there. Drove it down around Florida for a little bit, wound up selling it to another guy. He had it for 3-4 months, blew transmission up in it. I made a deal with him. I traded him another old, I don't know, 69 Plymouth Valiant. Needed a bunch of work done to it, and I wound up trading it. Got back from Indiana. The car went into storage for a little bit. I stuck her up in the garage and started tearing it apart. I cut the rear frame out because I had a bunch of cracks in the frame. So I went to a junkyard, cut the rear frame out of another Cutlass and the body mount plates. Put them in, installed this. I put another transmission in it, like I said, come back to Indiana with. And about 2008, 2009, the whole, well, not the whole thing, but you can see from right here where I welded in these pieces here. I made these pieces and welded them in. At the time, the only tools I had was probably a pair of tin snips and an angle grinder, and I had an old ass beat up flux core welder. And that's what all this is welded in with. See if you can see here, but I welded in new plates here because that was rusted out. So I welded in new plates. But the thing is with this, that's only like 20 gauge steel because that's all I had at the time. And so I made these out of 28 steel. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's kind of a hump there where the metal's given. So now they repop these. I bought one. I've got it up here in my loft in my garage. So I'm going to be replacing this, and I'm going to put a complete floor pan in it. Stock OE floor pan. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the car. Basically is a stock car. I mean, other than the dual exhaust, and it's got a little better transmission in it. It's got a 350 turbo with the shift kit and everything like that in it. But yeah, it's pretty much a stock car. So the thing is, the reason I've been on it so long is because, you know, times are tough, man, and I'm not a rich man, and I can only buy a part here and there, and I can only work on it so much, man. And I do all this by myself, and very seldom have any help with anything. So yeah, last place, well, not the last place, but the place before the last place we lived in. That idiot over there that ran the place ran into the side of it with a fucking lawnmower with a blade on it. He hit it right here and went all down the door with it. Yeah, that's all right. You know, it wasn't his property, so I guess it was okay. Yeah, so there it is, man. This is my entry to the Deboss 2021 Internet car. You guys that's been with me for a while on my channel know this car, and you know what I've been doing to it and stuff like that. Also, I've got I think it's a 4-inch, yeah. I got a fiberglass 4-inch cowl hood for it. It's a pull-off. I couldn't get a one, with the hinge and latch and everything on it, hookups, because they didn't have a pull-off. So that's what I ended up with. I've had that hood probably 5-6 years now, and I've never modified it or nothing to go on this car yet. What I'm thinking about doing is taking my original hood, taking the skeleton out of my original hood, and somehow connecting it to this piece here. That way I can use my original hood latch and hinges and shit like that. So so this is the car, man. I got a lot of it tore apart right now. I've got all this cut out here. I'm gonna replace this whole floor pan. I'm not gonna, I was just gonna patch it all in and shit, but I just got a pan laying over this one right now because I got all the rust cut out on this side. I did lay a pan on that side, and that's all welded in with the flux core welder. So I just decided I'm going to go ahead and probably lift the body off the frame. I got a bunch more work to do back here. So I'd rather have the car up off the frame, and plus when I welded this car in, welded this rear piece in, when I welded the rear frame piece in, it's just tack welding. It's just welded in spots. And the reason I done that is because I don't know if I got the exactly true in there, and I was connecting all this together with the come-alongs and trying to hold it all together while I welded it, and I think I got it pretty close, but I want to take it all apart. I want to take the body up off the frame and make sure I got that all true and box a lot of that frame in. redo all my lines, my brake lines and fuel lines and all that. Put in either stainless or the aluminum copper type line they got out now. It's kind of a soft line. It's real hard to kink, I guess, from what I hear about it. So I'll do a little video around the car and that'll be it. Got a lot of videos coming up, got a lot of projects this summer. Got a new project, I can't show that to you at the moment. It's in the garage. I've got that I'm working on. I've still got my dad's old Chevy pickup. I got the old lady's Dodge Dakota that's going to get painted this summer. All the body work and paint's going to get done on it this summer. So, yeah. Alright guys, that's me, man. I'm out. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Go back and watch some of the videos I've got. Like and subscribe. Like I said, I ain't hit 1,000 subscribers yet. It's kind of slow, so take care, man. I'm out. Bye.